Picture this. You're 17, sitting in first class, feeling like you've finally made it, when a flight attendant rips your boarding pass out of your hand like you're some kind of imposter. That's exactly what happened to Maya and Zoe Carter, twin sisters, on Horizon Air Flight 214, bound for Berlin. These girl straight-A students, science nerds who just got into the Global Youth Innovation Summit, thought they were about to live their dream, only to have it crushed 8 minutes before takeoff. It's a sunny morning at JFK, and Maya and Zoe are buzzing with excitement, clutching the leather folder their dad, Dr. James Carter, gave them. Those first-class tickets? A graduation gift, $8,000 worth of "you earned this" from a man who spent his life teaching them one thing. Respect isn't negotiable. They settle into seats 2A and 2B, grinning, tracing the fancy armrests, whispering about how their dad must have saved for months. Then, bam, here comes Karen, the flight attendant, her smile as fake as a $3 bill. "Excuse me, there's been a mix-up," she says, her voice dripping with that polite venom you know means trouble. "These are premium seats." Zoe, always the bold one, pulls out their passes. "We know. We've got first-class tickets." Karen barely glances at them, snatches the passes, holds them like they're dirty. "Let me verify this," she says, loud enough for the whole cabin to turn and stare. Before they know it, Karen's back with a guy named Steve, another attendant, and trailing behind is some slick-suit Daniel Preston, a big-shot exec who flies Horizon every week. "Ladies, we've got a double booking issue," Steve says, like it's just paperwork, not their dignity on the line. "Company policy prioritizes our elite members." Maya tries to speak, but Karen cuts her off. "It's just economy, same destination, no big deal." "No big deal?" Zoe's fuming, but she remembers her dad's advice document everything. She's already texting timestamps, names, the works, as they're marched through the plane to seats 29C and 29D, squeezed between a snoring guy and a screaming toddler. The humiliation stings, but Zoe's typing, Maya's fighting tears, and they're not giving up. Here's where it gets good. Back at the airport, Dr. James Carter, calm, quiet, and a total badass, isn't just some worried dad. He's the new head of compliance for Horizon's parent company, Skyline Global, the kind of guy who can ground a plane with a single email. He's at the gate, sipping coffee, when Zoe's text hits. His face doesn't change, but you can bet his mind's racing. He makes 3 calls: customer service, the regional director, and the captain himself, Lee Sing-wen. "This isn't a complaint," he says, voice steady as steel. "This is a regulatory violation. My daughters were removed from confirmed seats for a standby upgrade. Fix it." On the plane, the twins are in economy, feeling every eye on them, when a young attendant, Mia, slips them a note. "I saw what happened," she whispers, handing over her employee ID, HS39204. Karen pulls this crap with people she thinks won't fight back. It's not right. Mia's small act slipping them first-class cookies, a real glass of sparkling water, feels like a lifeline. Zoe adds Mia's info to her notes, her resolve hardening. They're not alone anymore. By 11:55, Captain Nguyen's in the cockpit, staring at an urgent email from corporate. Her face goes pale when she sees Dr. Carter's title. "Get me Karen and Steve, now," she snaps. The chief attendant, Rachel, scrambles, and within minutes, the twins are being led back to first class. Daniel Preston's in their seats, whining. "I'm an elite member. This is outrageous." Captain Nguyen steps out. "Yeah." The captain herself, and shuts him down. "These seats were confirmed 80 days ago, Mr. Preston. You were reassigned improperly. Move." The cabin's dead silent as Preston grabs his laptop bag, face red, and slinks to premium economy. The twins slide back into 2A and 2B, and when Rachel personally serves them drinks, Zoe whispers to Maya, "Dad didn't just call the airline. He called the shots." At 12:10, Dr. Carter boards the plane. The crew freezes. He's not yelling, not grandstanding, just standing there, all quiet authority, holding that same leather folder. "I'm here to ensure protocol was followed," he says, and you can feel the weight of every word. In the galley, he lays it out for Karen, Steve, Rachel, and Preston. This wasn't a mix-up. It was a choice to ignore rules for perceived status. That's a compliance issue. Karen's squirming, Preston's silent, and Captain Nguyen's nodding like she's ready to rewrite the handbook herself. Then, in front of everyone, Nguyen turns to the twins. Maya, Zoe, on behalf of Horizon Air, I apologize. Your achievement heading to Berlin for the Innovation Summit is extraordinary, and we failed you. That won't happen again. The cabin erupts in applause, not just for the twins, but for the kind of justice you rarely see. As the plane soars over the Atlantic, the twins are back in first class, sipping sparkling water, Wi-Fi comped for the whole flight. An email from corporate hits their inbox: upgraded return flights, extra miles, priority status. But the real win? A company-wide memo, sent while they're still in the air, announcing new training to stop this kind of bias dead in its tracks. Karen's on leave, Steve's in retraining, and Mia? She's got a glowing recommendation for a passenger advocacy role, thanks to Dr. Carter. Down in premium economy, Preston's staring at his plastic cup, realizing privilege doesn't trump fairness. He catches the twins' eyes in Berlin's airport and, to their shock, walks over. I didn't question the reassignment, he says, awkward but genuine. I should have. Good luck in Berlin. Maya just nods, but Zoe's thinking, Dad always said dignity sets the standard. So here's the thing, what's your take? Have you ever seen someone's dignity get stepped on, only to watch them flip the script? Drop it in the comments, because stories like this don't just end, they spark something. Subscribe, share, let's talk about what justice really looks like when it's done right.